Senator Blumenthal.
Thanks, Chairman Durbin. Thank you both for your public service and for your willingness to continue to serve. I look forward to supporting you both. You both have demonstrated admirably not only your legal acumen and talent, but also your dedication to the rule of law. I want to ask you, Mr. Garcia, if I may, because there are questions about your experience which I consider to be somewhat preposterous, to talk a little bit about maybe one or two of the cases that you've argued and how you learn from them. In other words, what strikes me about the litigation that you've done is, you can do years of litigation, you can do numbers of cases, but the magnitude and importance of the litigation, the challenges that you have faced in them, I think, are very, very unusual, if not unique. And whether it's voting rights or gun safety or reproductive rights, you have been really at the cutting edge of a lot of litigation. So maybe the impact of those cases on your litigation and your legal abilities.
Certainly. Thank you, Senator. And if you'll indulge me, I'll just first speak to sort of the range of work that I've done. And just as an example, in my last year at the law firm alone, I served as trial counsel at 2 federal jury trials. I argued a pro bono case in the Supreme Court, and I argued 3 appeals in federal appellate courts. 2 were patent cases, 1 a financial services case. I also briefed cases on administrative law, bankruptcy law, and a case about venue manipulation in the federal circuit. And as to sort of 2 cases that stand out for me, that last one that I mentioned was a petition for a writ of mandamus from the federal circuit, which teaches you a lot about some of the less used procedures in the law. And our clients were able to secure a precedent-setting ruling from the federal circuit. And also the Supreme Court case that I argued was very different, but we advocated as zealously as we could. That was a pro bono case that was a criminal appeal. And I think from the range of work that I've done, I've essentially taken away the lessons of trying to get to the heart of a matter quickly and to listen carefully and try to communicate clearly.
Thank you. Judge Douglas, on the Fifth Circuit, you will be serving with a group of judges, some of whom you may know well, others maybe not. Your experience on the bench so far probably has given you some insight as to the importance of collegiality. Could you talk a little bit about what you have absorbed from your experience so far on the federal bench?
Thank you, Senator, for that question. I believe that it is always my goal to work collaboratively with everyone who I work with. I have practiced law and been a leader in the bar community and a judge. The one running continuum through all of those positions is that I seek out opinions or thoughts that may not necessarily be aligned with mine, just to, I'm sort of intrigued by hearing what some of the other viewpoints are before making my own decisions. And I think if I am so fortunate as to be confirmed to the Fifth Circuit, the same would be true there as I, continue to do in the role that I play now as a United States Magistrate Judge, and that is to listen to all viewpoints. That's the way I have presided over my cases, to listen to all viewpoints, to review the record that is before me, and to apply the law accordingly.
Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Chairman.